ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தோப்பும் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர ஓமளவும் வாழ்வு.
So, Muktanam Paramagati. So, we are going through the page 65. So, this is a sentence from Sahasranam, Shri Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. So, this has some, what you call, discussion, maybe questions also. The very statement makes us give a question, raise a question, namely, only Muktanam Paramagati or others also. Only for the realized souls, he is the final destination, or to others also. But the next line, Tamil, என்கிறபடியே பரமப்பிராப்யனான தன்மையாதல், meaning he is open to all, he is reachable by all, he is accessible to all, and of course he is the highest goal, Paramaprapya. So beyond the life in Vaikuntham as Nitya Suri, as a what we call permanent dweller of the final heaven. The heaven is for us is Vaikuntham. Heaven is not the intermediate heaven, intermediary heaven of what we call Indra and Indra Loka and so on, where 33 crores of gods reside. So this is the headquarters of the Lord, namely Kalanga Perunagar. So Tan Vishayatil Paripurna Anubhavatte Ada. Now, while he is the highest goal, the highest aim, highest destination, this particular statement, Muktanam Paramagatihi, meaning they have the what you call the Nityasuris, the permanent dwellers of Paramapadam, have the benefit of complete experience of bliss in his proximity. When Lord is near, in all the divine aspects of the Lord, Tan Vishayatil, Paripurna Anubhavatayada. So now another question comes in when we say that the permanent dwellers of Paramapadam have the complete experience of the bliss, then what about others? Would they have less bliss? That's the meaning. That's the question. The question is now answered in the next words in Tamil. அவ் அனுபவ பரிவாகமான கைங்கரிய விசேஷத்தையாதல் சொல்லுகிறது. According to the level of service that we do in Vaikuntham, Sri Vaikuntham, that decides the level of experience, the percentage of experience. Again, please do not blame the Lord for partiality. Some Nityajuris are capable of doing more service and some people are not able to do so much service. That is not the question here. Everybody is allowed to do, everybody has. There is no taratamya. There is no partial grant of success to some people and failure to some people and so on. And also then again the intellect of the realized soul is on the same level. The IQ is all in the same level. Intellectual quotient, intelligence quotient. So that doesn't mean also there are people who are lethargic, they are lazy, and they do less service. These are all only to enhance the greatness of the Lord. That's all. So it is a what you call encouragement of or encouragement to the individual souls, Jivatma, which have become all the souls which have become Nityasuris, permanent residents of Sri Vaikuntham. So we are encouraged to do more and more service. So as and we do the service, the bliss comes behind. Behind, you can also, you need not say even behind, comes at the same time. Simultaneously, as we do service, better service, the experience also joins and so இவற்றில் ஒன்றை சொன்னாலும் மற்றுள்ளவையும் சொல்லிட்டாங்க. There are three aspects in this Muktanam Paramagati. Namely, the realized soul, though the realized soul understands that the Lord is the final goal, Lord is the highest goal, the understanding must be quick and deep also. So when we say that he is the final goal, that is the next sentence says. இவற்றில் ஒன்றை சொன்னாலும் மற்றுள்ளவையும் சொல்லிட்டாய்விடும், meaning as soon as the realized soul understands that Lord is the highest aim, then the experience of bliss is also complete, full, and it also is accrued from ACCRUED, accrued from the special service done by the realized soul. So again, out of these three, namely, considering the Lord as the highest goal, realizing the Lord as the highest goal, and our aim is to get the fullest experience of the bliss. And the third is, it depends on the service also, the special service also, extraordinary service also. Among these three, even if you mention one, the other two are obvious. That's the meaning of this line. If one is said, if one is called the theorem, the other two are called riders. Or you can say one is called meat, the other two are called subsidiaries, ancillaries. Now let us understand more what is this, what this is. இதில் நயாமி என்கிற இத்தாலே தன்னுடைய பிராபகத்துவமும். So when you understand these three aspects of this nayami, that is muktanam paramagati, one more understanding is necessary, namely, who is to reach the goal? Who will help you to reach the goal? So that is also Lord. So nayami meaning he is not only the destination, but also the means. So this understanding comes very easily, no problem. There is no problem. Because the soul is realized soul, there is no impediment to understand that Lord is the means, Lord is the road to go. Then, what about Paramam Gatim? Paramam Gatim makes us understand because of the oral words assurance given by Lord Sivanarayana, தன்னுடைய பிராபியத்துவம் சொல்லிட்டாகி உச்சித தமம். It is very appropriate. Uchita tamam meaning most appropriate, that he is the destination, prapyatvam. Now, the initial problem is the Jivatma suffering in this world, mostly suffering in this world, at times happy because of his contact with the Lord in the form of Archavatara in the temples, or with what you call tangible figure at home while doing Thiruvaradhanam. The assurance of Varaha Avatara in that time of incarnation is realizable now. Whatever Charman Shloka of Varaha is known, whatever part of Charman Shloka of Varaha Avatara is known by us now, it makes us doubly important, or it stresses very deeply that both goals and roads are the same. So that should be in the mind, because we are now talking of the individual souls who are not realized, just like us. Because when we are realized souls, we will be in Vaikuntham and we will not be discussing what is what. Because there the full knowledge is available, which we possess already. So the discussion will not be there, the questions will not be there. And therefore, so let us go to the next one. Paramayana Gati Endru. Paramam Gatim is given in Tamil as Paramayana Gati. How is it final? How is it the highest? So let us go to page 26. I think I gave the wrong number in 64 and 65 or in Panchadartha Raksha. This is 26. Let us go to 26. Now, Paramayana Gati, when we understand, what is a good road? Is there a better road or the best road? The best means, so Archinadigati Adal. The Shastra says there is an effulgent path. There is a bright path through which we go. So I explained yesterday what is Archi. So we must know about what is Adi, etc. also. So Archiradigati. In order to understand Archiradigati, as Keshavdas Swami expects, Rahasya, Srimad Rahasya Trayasara also should be studied deeply, so that we will have a vast explanation of what is Archiradi. Archihi we can understand, but Archiradi means what is etc. What are things attached to that? Now again, I told you many words, Tamil and in Sanskrit. Paramabadatte Adal. You understand when in Paramayana Gati, Tamil. Paramarth Gati meaning what is last goal, what is the highest goal, Paramabadatte Adal. It is called Paramapada. The words are same. The place is same. They are only synonyms. Synonyms. Paramagatihi, Paramam Padam. Both are same. They are synonymous. சொல்லுவார்க்கு முடிவில் அவனுடைய பிராப்தியிலே தாத்பரியம். Now what is more important here is approaching him is very important. Remembering our goal is very important. Aiming at the destination is very important. That is the meaning of the word Muktanam Paramagatihi, the expression Muktanam Paramagatihi and Nayami Paramangati. These two are to be related. The one is what we call the Nama, the Shubha Nama of the Lord. The other is the Charma Shloka of the Lord. The one is Vishnu Sahasranama given by Vyasa, otherwise an incarnation of Lord Vishnu in Mahabharata, while teaching Arjuna and others, meaning we are the Arjunas and our brothers are Arjuna's brothers, including Yudhishthira. Though Arjuna is the younger brother of the three, he is the last of the three for Kunti. And Kunti also had one more boy before marriage, Karna, because he has been finished. We have only live three people, alive, three. And among the three brothers, Arjuna is the youngest. So we are all the youngest persons. We are all, while we say youngest, ignorant. We do not know many things. We have not complete understanding. So that this Charma Shloka and the Nama, the name of the divine name of the Lord from Mahabharata in the mouth of Bhishma to Arjuna in the presence of Lord Krishna is to be understood. So, Nayami Paramam Gatim meaning, please understand one more shade of meaning, namely, Lord is interested in getting us near him. Lord has more interest in getting us near him than we are. That's another one, another aspect. So we must try to get into the proximity of the Lord. We must always think of the Lord, aim at the Lord, keep the Lord as the means of the moksha and so on. Now he says now, இப்படி இரண்டு ஸ்லோகத்தாலும் இச்சேதனன் முமுக்ஷுவாயும் முக்தனாயும் இரண்டு விபூதியிலும் பெரும் பேர் சொல்லிற்றாயும். So as a Jivatma individual soul in this world living, and also the realized soul, for example, our ancestors who have gone to Vaikuntham, these two types of people, these two categories of people can understand that they are fortunate in both worlds. Now, a special epithet is given to a particular group of individuals here, not for all individuals like us. It is only for those who aspire for emancipation, mumukshu. Again, you have four categories in Bhagavad Gita, as all of us know, very popularly known. Jnani, Mumukshuhu, then Artharthi, and Jignasu. Very good. Jignasu. So Jignasu also can be included here. I don't know why he is not included. Jignasu is one who wants to know. He is curious to know. He has zest and zeal. Z-E-E-S-T and Z-E-A-L. Zest and zeal to pursue the path of religious tradition. Keen on that. I don't know why. So Mumukshu also one who wants to get emancipation. And Jignasu is one who wants to know. So only Arthati, we categorize unfortunately that he is running behind the pleasures of this world. Why not we consider him also as Arthati, meaning he is what you call Paramarthati. Why not we say that he is an aspirant of the highest meaning, highest goal? You can also say that. So while pursuing the four goals of life, dharma, artha, kama and moksha, why do you consider that arthati meaning only kama, kamarthi? Vishnu Sahasranam says, whatever you want to get by recitation of Vishnu Sahasranam, it is possible. Prajarthi, prajaha. You can put it in plural. Why not only one child? Prajarthi, prapnyat, prajam. Some people say prajam. Only one girl child is enough. Because praja is feminine gender word. So generally we say prajaha. Many children are wanted now. Because of the Sanatana Dharma community is diminishing every day. The population explosion doesn't happen only in our religion. That is way of life. The other religions have fooled us, cheated us. And therefore we have less population. So, Iranda Vibhuti, both in what we call Tripad Vibhuti, otherwise called Tripad Vibhuti, meaning Vaikuntham, Sri Vaikuntham, and this world. We can only refer to Bhumi because we do not know other worlds where human beings are available and they are knowledgeable. Earth is the only globe, is the only planet where we are talking about as Vibhuti. So the Vibhuti means prosperity, richness, property. So in both what you call Nitya Vibhuti and Leela Vibhuti, Nitya Vibhuti is Sri Vaikuntham, Leela Vibhuti, the world which is meant for sport, game arena. It's called game arena. Both people, namely those who aspire for moksha and those who have already realized moksha, both are enjoying the benefits of both the worlds. And how can you say realized soul enjoy this world again? Because he has gone there to Vaikuntham, then why should he come back? Because he looks at the sports of the Lord, he enjoys the sports of the Lord along with the Lord. Because he is witnessing, he is a mute witness as Nityasuri, silent witness in heaven, in Srimad Paramapadam, to enjoy the sports of the Lord on the earth. So both of them are enjoying their presence. Then, Nayami Engiravidil. Again, we are concentrating on the single verb, small verb called Nayami. I will take you. I will take. I am taking. Now, present. Engiravidil, Parasmai Padattale. There are two roots in Sanskrit in verbal field. With regard to verbs, we have got two roots. There is a third type of category, namely a combination of these two. The one is called Atmanepadi. Many grammarians who have studied grammar will have less usage of Atmanepadi. And the other one is Parasmepadi. Actually, we crudely giving an explanation that the roots of actions used used in the category of Atmanepadi are selfish roots. Actions performed for one's own purpose. Whereas Parasmepadi is meant for others. Actions meant for others. This is what crudely we can say. But there is no clear mark of distinction between the two. And you have the third category, namely Ubhayapadi Dhatu. Dhatu means verbal root. Dhatu in Tamil also mineral. So when you want to take a metal in the good form from the earth, for example, so we must search for the mineral. More mineral content of that particular metal. So very costly metal, gold, or any other metal. So you have, so this Nayami, fortunately or unfortunately, has no Atmanepadi form. Please note that Sanskrit grammar is tightly compartmentalized. And therefore, the problem is there that one root of Parasmepadi generally cannot be converted into Atmanepadi form. But again, there are concessions in roots. The concessional rule is a Parasmepadi dhatu can act as the Atmanepadi dhatu, and Atmanepadi dhatu can act as Parasmepadi dhatu. Where is the context? The context is in passive voice. In passive voice, the Atmanepadi form is taken by the Parasmepadi form. So Naya, of course, Ni is the root. N-I-I. That is the root. Nai is it's not because it is the irregular root, we have to form a word with the two letters Na and Ya. N-A-Y-A. And you can say even stop there, N-A-Y. That's all. Nai is the root. Whereas the basic root is Ni, N-I-I. Long vowel. So here, Nayami is a Parasmepadi. So take it as a naturally. Let us not try to make it Atmane for the form. It is possible. It is possible. Therefore, what the Lord does is taking. The word taking. He is taking. Present tense. It is not actually continuous also. You can say he takes. So I will use this word Nayami in Parasmepadi form because it can be used only in that form. Lord is not for himself. He is not taking us for his own purpose. Then it is general meaning. But for your information, Shastra says he does everything for himself. This is Sattvika Tyaga, we understand. Anena Atmana Kartra Swakiyescha Prayojana Upakaranaihi Swaradhanaika Prayojanaya. A particular action we mentioned. Kriyam Krityam idam Swasmai Swaprite Swayameva Kare. He does it for himself. So in this case, we may not say that he is broad-minded. Therefore, let us take both the meaning. Nayami meaning, he is taking us for our sake. He is helping us to reach Vaikuntha. When we are lying down as a log of wood, kashta, or like a stone, inert, immovable, lifeless, pashana, sannibam. So kashta pashana sannibam. There is no life in the body. It is like a stone. It is immovable like a stone. It is inert like a stone. It is still like a stone. It is still like a log of wood. It is inert. It has no feelings. It has no life. The lifeless wood. We have cut off a portion from the stem of the tree. So the dead people lie like that. Lie down like that. At that time, he is taking us. So he is so broad-minded, he is so affectionate, he is so kind, he is so sympathetic, he is so compassionate that he takes us to Vaikuntha. But what is he? Swataha originally Sarvasheshi. He is the master. He is the master of everything. So when he is the master of everything, the question is, why should he stoop down to the level of the Jivatma? And this is the question, this is the answer, namely his Saulabhyam, the easy accessibility, and Saushilyam, the non-differentiation of status among the created souls, makes him Sarvasheshi, master. Make him master. So what is he doing now? Ashrita Prayojana Pradhanya Abhisandhi Totvikta. He makes us realize that he is interested in us. His interest is deep. His affection knows no bounds.
As what in it?
Huh? His love doesn't have a border. In whatever form you want to take it, love, sympathy, and so on. Abhisandhi, his interest, his affectionate link, that's called Abhisandhi. Abhisandhi is also what we call effort towards someone in helpfulness. So he is making us important also. Pradhanya Abhisandhi. He makes us feel that we are all VIPs, very important persons. Every individual feels that God is mine. We own God. Each of us, we own God individually. OWN. We possess God. So that is the feeling that he creates in our mind. And therefore, that is the final advantage. Prayojana Pradhanya. For those, not for all of them, for all of us, but for those who surrender to him. Ashrita. Ashrita surrenderi. So Ashrita Prayojanam. We are asking so when we ask the question, what is the advantage of Prapatti, Saranagati? What is the point in reaching the moksha? And so on. Then that means we are not interested. We have no faith. We have no belief. We don't confide in the Lord. And therefore, so while we go to the Lord, we do not ask him anything. That is the highest prayer. Then he comes closer to us, shows his affection. And therefore, that is called Ashrita Prayojana Pradhanya Abhisandhi. Though as individual souls, we do not expect anything from him. He says he will grant us. So, Tottruvikana, he creates an impression. Achittinudayavum, Achit Prayarudayavum, Vyaparam, Saprayojana, Paraprayojanangal Irandayam, Uddeshyade, Paraprayojana Arthama Irukku. Now we are talking of the, what we call, inert objects, insentient objects, the objects which cannot think, the objects which cannot have what you call thought process. So we are all chits, knowledgeable people, whereas there are achit, achetanam, insentient objects. Then achit prayarudayavu. Among us, we are all ignorant. There are people who are very totally ignorant. And therefore, for them, what is the use? Again, so achit prayarudayavu. Achit prayar means almost we are like inert objects, insentient objects, unthinking objects. Then our action, vyaparam. Vyaparam doesn't mean business here. Our action. Then swaprayojana. Our action should be either useful to us selfishly or at least useful to others. Paraprayojana. So, are these available? Yes. Swaprayojana, both selfish advantage and paraprayojana, selfless advantage, are not cared for by the Lord. He is not worried about, Lord is not worried about one's own selfishness of the insentient object. Please remember this. I underline the word insentient object. Lord is not interested in knowing whether the insentient objects have some selfish purpose or selfless purpose. Whereas he says he makes all the insentient objects also get into the final goal. Paraprayojana artham. That means, one example from Krishna Avatara, Dadibhanda was a character in Krishna Avatara, and he demanded from Lord Krishna moksha for his pots, mud pots. He is called Dadibhanda because he prepares pots. He is a potter. He is a potter, and he makes pots, mud pots. He is making mud pots for curds, Dadibhanda. So when he was given moksha by Lord Krishna, he said, my pots also, mud pots also need moksha. Immediately Krishna granted. So insentient objects also have a role to serve as the other, what we call sentient objects in Vaikuntha. One example in Archavatara is metal, stone, calcium, and so many other natural materials have been worshipable in Archavatara. Metal, it is a combination of five, panchalokaha, panchaloha. Loha is iron. Panchaloha, panchalokaha illa. Five worlds illa, five metals, panchaloha. So loha iron. Different types of iron also. Warp iron is there. Steel is there. You can make vigraha out of any metal or calcium or stone and still make it what do you call imbue, IMBUE, imbue prana pratishtha there, inject life inside and then make it worshipable as God in temple. So every object is useful. Don't say no object, I mean many objects are useless. So paraprayojanaarthamaha. Jnatavana avasthayil. It refers to individuals, those who are able to think. They have capacity to think. So jnatavana. Now, there are two types of meaning in jnata. Jnata means one who understood. So who is jnata here? Generally Lord. Lord has understood everything. But supposing we also understand everything, that is, we become muktas, realized soul. Otherwise, Nityasuri is permanent residence in heaven. Then, so our style that in that condition, prayojanantara param. One is interested in, for example, materialistic pleasures of this world. He doesn't want to go to the final goal immediately. He wants to tarry. He wants to delay. So he is interested in something else. Prayojana antara param. He is busy with what we call prayojana antara, some other advantage. He has got a certain separate list. Then, so he also comes to the right understanding that he must work for only the final goal, namely paraprayojanarthamaha pravartikkum bodu. Again, when he is working for, busy in doing the action necessary for reaching the final goal, then swaprayojanate uddeshyamaha kondu nadam. While we approach what we call emancipation, while we need emancipation, while we aspire for beatitude, then what happens is we must become selfish. Each individual soul should be selfish. Otherwise, our interest will get diminished. So our interest will be higher, and our interest must be keen, as he said. We must be deeply interested that swaprayojanate uddeshyamaha kondu nadam. I want moksha. I want moksha. I only want moksha. I only want moksha. I want only moksha for me. I want moksha only for me. That will be the attitude. Only with this attitude we will develop our devotion towards the Lord. If we are asked to be selfless in everything, when we are asked to help others, only help others and not help ourselves, then we will be disgusted. We will be dejected. We will reject the offer. So, ananya prayojana jnata swaprayojanatilum paraprayojana uddeshena pravartikku. He is playing, Swami Deshika wants to play with the words. So, we is jnata, Lord Sriman Narayan. How is he? Ananya prayojana. So if you add some other word or some other term, that will be more understandable. But using the same word, a repetition of the same word sometimes may confuse us. But we must be clear about it. Meaning avapta samasta kamaha. Please take this word as the meaning of ananya prayojana. Meaning again, his desires are already fulfilled. He has no remnant of desires to be fulfilled. He is already totally satisfied. He is completely contented. But in spite of it, what does he do? His aim is to help the creation. That, please remember this as Ananya Prayojana. Ananya Prayojana meaning he is concentrating on the advantage of helping the individual souls, especially because we are talking of human beings, we are talking of ourselves. Otherwise, we must also talk about inert objects, insentient things in this world. All creations. All creation. So he wants to help all creation. That is his purpose. That is the sincerity of purpose. So Ananya Prayojanana Jata. Now, what else he expects from helping us? Swaprayojanatil. So please understand this word using the same word prayojanam. So swaprayojanam is his pleasure, his own pleasure, his own happiness, his own bliss. தமிழ்ல சொன்னா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் சரியா இருக்கும். உகப்பு, திருப்தி இல்ல. Getting happy over what he himself did or what he himself does. So it is his selfish motive, saprayojanam, namely pleasure of sporting over the world. Playing the game of the world is his pastime. It is not leisure pursuit. He is totally involved in all the 24/7 in playing with the Leela Vibhuti and thus deriving pleasure for his own mind, and is called Saprayoga. But his selfishness includes, is comprehensive of the advantages to others also. There are two shades of meaning for Paraprayojana. Look at the word Paraprayojana, Uddeshana. Now he wants us to reach him. He wants us to be near him. He wants to be in proximity with us. He wants us to be closer to him. And that is the highest goal for him, Paraprayojana. Another Paraprayojana is, highest goal is, the individual soul should become Muktaha, realized soul. The Muktaha is equated to Nityasuri. Nityasuri is given all the benefits of advantages of enjoying the bliss equally with him. This is another Paraprayojana. So please remember these two shades of meaning of Paraprayojana Uddeshana. Then this Nayami Paramam Gatim, the Charama Sloka of Sri Varaha Avatara, and the Nama of Sri Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, namely Muktanam Paramagati, he will comprise of all this pravarti. Now you understand who is that Lord. Who is that Lord? Sarvasheshi. He is a master of everyone. A master of everything. A master of every object. Not only the individual souls which are sentient, but also the non-sentient objects. Non-living objects. Is there any condition put by him in order that he should enjoy his pleasure? No. Therefore, Nirupadika, unconditional. He is an unconditional master for all. There is no purpose for which he is acting as the leader. There is no rule restricting the creation to consider him as the greatest master. I think you must understand that these are all some words which may make you clear in thought, or sometimes because of the technical jargon in Tamil, we will not be very clear. When we use the word unconditional everywhere, the unconditionality of the Lord is in his mastership. Now again, we are the people who have understood Shastras, that there are some conditions. For example, for Prapatti, there are 6 Angas or 5 limbs. Say, 6th Anga is Prapatti. The 5-limbed total surrender. For example, Pancharatra Raksha, we have got 5-timed worship. These are all what you can say, lightly say, human fixed by human being. But he does not expect anything from us. That is what we call Avyaja Kripa, Nirhetuka Kripa. He is so sympathetic that he doesn't put any conditions on. And when we approach him, because he is the Lord of everything, Sarveshwaraha, because he is Sarvasheshi, we can be we can have liberty with him, we can have freedom with him, we can be accessible to him, and he is accessible to us, and he has non-differentiation of status, and we also have non-differentiation of status practiced over other sentient beings and insentient objects, and then approach God. Our approach will be right while we show the same amount of compassion that he shows to us, to other fellow living beings, and also fellow non-living beings. So Swam Uddishya is part of the Sattvikatya. There are two shades of meaning in Swam Uddishya, namely Swam is himself, Lord himself. Number two, Swam means property. Sottu, Tamil Sottu. And the property yaru? We are the property. Swam is our property. So Swam Uddishya meaning he is selfish and selfless. He is selfish and direct his selfishness towards. This Mudimanna, only Lord can do it very easily. Is it possible? So can we not extend our sympathy to others? It's normally very difficult.
With
But
his
we must
anugraha,
practice.
with his
We must
anugraha, it is possible.
practice. We must practice. Thank you very much.
If we get the sankalpa, will be.
That's what he said. His sankalpa is acting, but we must also try. Purushakarena vinar daivam na siddhyati. Without human effort, the fate will not be favorable. Negative statements. Two negatives make one affirmative. Therefore, avan arulal avantal vanangi. So we become selfless by knowing that he is selfless. It's very difficult to show sympathy towards our fellow human.
Ramanujadaya Bhadram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam Srimad Venkatanathāryam Vande Vedanta Devikam Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunasaline Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Namah Vadidivasiro Banka Panchana Paragrama Srimad Venkatanatha Chiram Vijayatam பரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழிகள் ஓரொன்றுதானேமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர கோமளவும் வாழ்.
Today, Tiruppavi has got Sri Ragam, Mayanai Mannu.
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமஹ. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.